Welcome to the Toms River Show. Pat O'Melia here, your concerned Toms River resident. Why I do this show, because you're concerned. I got my Captain America Iron Man watch on. We got Endgames coming up this week. We're going to talk about that in the last segment, what I call the Anything Goes segment there. But first and foremost, download the app for live stream. All our shows are streamed on live stream. We archive them there. We're in the process of putting together a debate for Toms River for the Republican candidates for mayor, of which there are 3. And if you're not at home, because we'll televise it on Comcast 190, but if you're not at home, you can watch it via the app on your smartphone, your tablet, whatever, remote. We'll have it on YouTube and Facebook, but download it. It's free. All our stuff is there. You see all the stuff on the bottom screen, our webpage, HMG TV shows, Facebook, like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter. There's a lot of work on social media. But we're on Instagram. I don't even have the Instagram here. And then we got that. Lynette just put us on Instagram. Or we were working on Instagram. We just didn't get it going. But we are on Instagram now. Now, this week, there were some interesting things. I've talked before on the Toms River Show about robocalls and ghosting your phone number or spoofing your phone number. And that happens constantly to me. And it comes in on the exchange that you have, whether you got like a 200 or 320, whatever the exchange is, 732, whatever, 320 or 200, whatever. And you look at it and you think, oh, someone's trying to reach me because it looks like a familiar number. You don't have a name that shows up. That should be a real giveaway right there. And you call that number back and you get some poor, I think I can say it on TV, who I'm interrupting. I missed your call. I didn't call you. Well, I got your number here. So somebody has ghosted or spoofed their number, whatever you want to call, and I'm positive Verizon is aware of this. Now, Bob Menendez, our senator, is proposing legislation in Washington about cracking down on this ghosting, spoofing, and robocalls in general. He held a press conference, and his aides told Bob, now why do I call him Bob is I've known Bob a long time. He's a Hudson County guy like me. He's from Union City, I'm from Jersey City. And they had told Bob, Senator Menendez, leave your phone on, because he's been getting a ton of these same calls. And sure enough, during the press conference, Bob's phone goes off. And it was something about a new credit card offer, whatever it was. And Bob's just holding it up saying, this is the problem. And I don't know if it's the same with T-Mobile or Sprint or what have you, but it is a huge problem with Verizon. Now, you can get an app, and of course, it's like $6 a month, from Verizon to stop that. My attitude is, well, if I have to pay you to do this, you know how to do it. It should be part of our package, which is not cheap, the self-service. And dangerous emails. This week I got 2. One from freeholder Bill O'Day. We had gotten an internship for a young guy who wanted to be in a mortuary business. So I had a friend, Johnny Burns, and Burns Brothers Monuments and Memorials. He knows every funeral home guy. So we got this kid an internship. The email came back. I thought there was some follow-up on it. I click on it, my Norton goes crazy, so I text Bill O'Day and says, yeah, I know it's been compromised. And I got an email from Amazon saying there was a problem with my Prime account. And I almost did the stupid thing. But then I looked at the return email, and it wasn't Amazon. All right, today what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about that Toms River debate. We're going to talk about pot banking problems. You want to sell legal weed? You got a bank problem. We're going to talk about Avengers Endgame and promoting Seaside Heights in Toms River. You're watching the Toms River Show. I'll be right back. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. It takes more than a state-of-the-art medical facility to make a great hospital. It takes a team of dedicated medical professionals. That's the Jersey City Medical Center, Hudson County's #1 hospital. Medical teams consisting of New Jersey's top doctors, Magnet Award-winning nurses, and accomplished hospital associates, all committed to your good health. That's what you have at the Jersey City Medical Center. Make Hudson County's #1 hospital your first choice. Visit us on the web at barnabashealth.com.
SelfStorage.org.
We're back, Toms River Show. Pat O'Melia here. You are that concerned. There's more than just you watching this. Toms River resident, Seaside Heights resident, you're interested. And that's why we do the show. As I was saying in the opening, we're in the process of putting together a live televised debate for the Republican mayoral primary candidates. And that, right now, you got 3 of them. And we're figuring on doing this on May the 23rd of this year at 6:30. And will be aired on Comcast 190, my live stream network. We'll run it on Facebook and YouTube. That gets a little iffy running them both on Facebook and YouTube. Facebook is kind of tough about simulcasting, even though it doesn't bother with my live stream, because that's our predominant network. It will be moderated by Chris Lundy. He's the editor for Jersey Shore Online. And you got Joe Coronado, Mo Hill, and Daniel Roderick. Now, Mo Hill has an issue with the May 23rd date. He has a family commitment out of state. Now, normally, got my brewed coffee. Actually succeeded in making coffee with that coffee pot. Usually that's a 50-50 proposition here. Now, Mo has an issue with the date. And you're probably saying to yourself, well, big deal. Well, I have done lots of debates. We just did in Jersey City, we just had the mayoral election and all the council. So you had 6 council people, at-larges, and the mayors. We did 5 of the 6 wards, and we did the mayors. And since 2001, I've been doing debates, whether it's mayoral, freehold, or whatever it is. I've done a lot of debates. And there's always somebody who doesn't want to debate, normally the incumbent. In this case, we have no incumbent. So everybody needs all the help they can get. So I anticipate we'll have full attendance. But once you start letting the candidates fool around with the dates, that's when things fall apart. Now, I'll move the date if everybody agrees. Now, like I said, Hill has the issue. Nobody else has said a problem with it yet. And the reason I put it on May the 23rd instead of the last week of May, which is the Memorial Day holiday week, which is a big vacation week, was to stay away from people not being around on vacation. But, there's a little bit of old school in me, too. With our streaming networks, again, our base one live stream that we pay a considerable amount of money every year to be on, and you got Facebook and YouTube, but you got really good quality on live stream, unlike the free stations there. If you're vacationing in Vermont or, Houston, wherever, you can still watch it as long as you have your cell phone or your tablet. So maybe it's not that big of an issue. So I spoke to Chris Lundy, who will be the moderator. He doesn't have a problem with it. We're looking at possibly moving it to the 29th of May or the 30th of May. Now, again, everybody has to be in agreement on this. I would like to see Mo Hill here. I'd like to have all 3. But unless Joe Coronado and Daniel Roderick, and in case Chris Lundy, he's already agreed to move, we will keep it at the 23rd. So, go to our website, follow us on Twitter. We'll keep you up to date on this. But we got time. We got a lot of time to do this. But, like I said, you can watch this anywhere. And it's ideal if you can get the 3. And it's great that there's only 3 candidates. I feel bad for the Petro guy running on the Democratic side. He has no competition. We can't have a debate with him. Maybe I'll do an interview with him. I might even do interviews with all these guys. I'm not sure yet. But we definitely got to do something with Petro. Maybe we invite him to sit and watch. I don't know. But he's not getting any play here. And what we have... Let me make sure I get all my information out here on what I'm talking about. If we do it, whatever day we do it, whether it's the 23rd at 6:30 p.m., that would be on 190 and all our stations, it is a closed set. What that means, it is not open to the public. There will be numerous debates that will be in high school gyms or BFW halls where X amount of people get in there. We will have the debate where the entire town of Toms River can watch. Again, from the comfort of your living room on Comcast Channel 190 Live, or you can stream it on our live stream or YouTube, whatever, but the entire town of Toms River will be able to watch. Again, I have nothing, with the public ones, but the studio was only so big. I'll definitely invite, the local media to attend. We only have so many chairs, and you're going to have the 3 podiums. You're going to have all the camera guys. So things get crowded real fast. But that's what we did in the last group of elections. And there is a benefit to a closed set. First off, we did a lot of debates at the landmark Lowe's Theater in Jersey City, open to the public. And it's usually overzealous supporters or plants in there that are screaming or yelling or trying to interrupt the debates. You get more done on a closed set. And again, you're watching from home. I'm not asking you to come out at night at 6:30 for an hour and a half in the rain or whatever the weather might be. You're sitting at home in your leisure. And we will repeat. I'll get time on Comcast 190 where you can sit home again and repeat it and watch it, and it will be archived on our live stream HMG TV show, so you can watch it again and fast forward through all that. It'll be the definitive one. Now, the Coronado's group has called about the ground rules. It's pretty. You get an opening and closing statements. You get like 2 minutes to answer a question. You get a minute to rebuttal. Rebuttals are great. I like rebuttals. But the moderator has a lot of leeway with time. I've moderated many. The last group, I started getting other people to come in and moderate. The local press or political icons. We had a former mayor. We try to get as many people involved as possible. But in a closed set, it's more controlled environment, and you get more questions, and you get people in and out. I even told the candidates we might even have an intermission in there where, Chris Lundy and I may talk about something, or I'll just run a bunch of commercials in there, whatever the case is. But we'll keep you posted. It will be the definitive debate. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Toms River Show. I'll be right back.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
We're back. You're watching the Toms River Show. Pat O'Melia here. You concerned there? Got to do all my stuff. Pull my sleeves, my shirt. One of the people that follow me on Twitter was talking recently that he opened a business account, and the bank was hitting him with a bunch of questions about pot. Are you going to sell pot? Are you going to be accepting charges for pot? Are you going to be in the pot industry? And right now it's illegal, but the banks realize we're going to be in the pot business, some shape or form. The holdup right now is the expungement, and right now the threshold for expungement is 5 pounds of pot. You got 5 pounds of pot, you're a dealer, or you got one hell of a pot problem. And you're probably on my 600-pound life. If you're smoking through 5 pounds of pot, you got some serious munchie issues there. That's a holdup right now. The expungement, people are busted for dealing. We're really going into some murky waters with the expungement. If you were caught for possession, you got some joints on your dime bag, all right. You got busted with 5 pounds of pot. You're a dealer. If you got busted with a pot factory or growing situation in your attic where you're going to make 5 pounds of pot, you're a dealer. But one of the problems, the illegal pot, and this is why we have not flushed out everything from the tax standpoint to the expungement standpoint. How are you going to sell a pot? Who's selling a pot? We're going to have pot retailers. All this gets so murky, because the state is going to try to control everything, because there's still the illegal pot's going to be out there, and they have a vast network of distribution. So, you can get illegal pot right now, which is the only pot you can get in Jersey, with no problem. Everybody knows where to get pot. If people getting pot have been getting it for a while, and when you throw a $42 flat tax rate on an ounce of pot, they're probably still going to get the illegal pot. So that's why the state really wants to control things. The banks, if you're going to open a business right now, if you say, yes, I'm going to be taking money for pot sales, they're not giving you an account. So Bob Menendez, again, the bacon guy, Bob, he always brings home the bacon here for us in New Jersey, is proposing legislation that will mandate that the banks have to allow people in the marijuana business to have a checking account. Because, you know, money is super important. The state wants the $42. What's even more important is getting the $42. And if you can't accept a credit card or an online transaction or a check or cash and you can't run it through the banks, yeah, it's an issue. So again, this is what, it's not in the details of the pot bill on how the banks are going to handle that. And again, this is how things haven't been flushed. That's why there wasn't a vote. Because there are a lot of senators, state senators, and assembly people who have questions, and they're not getting the answers as to how are we going to handle this, how are we going to handle this, what can of worms are we opening? And they're right. And the simplest here is, if we're going to sell pot, how do you accept the money? You got to take Visa cards. You got to have a bank involved. Right now, the banks don't want to be involved. Of course, on a Fed level, it's still illegal marijuana. No matter what the state says, Fed level, you got a problem. Now, that'll be interesting in the courts, too. If you get busted on a federal court, I don't know, Ken, you got to pay Fed money on something that's illegal, tax-wise. These are all the questions that have to be answered. The sales of pot, there's another problem. Well, we're going to have retail sales. Every town will license someone to sell marijuana, and there'll be only so many pot retailers in each city. Well, listen, if we're not going to handle it any different than alcohol, why not, wherever alcohol is sold, you can legally sell pot? If you have a liquor store, you can sell pot. If your ShopRite has a liquor store, it can sell pot. Have it right at the checkout. Have it like an ounce bag right there. Oh, you got stamps, you have pot on there? Yeah, give me an ounce pot. What is the difference? Again, the state is trying to control everything in this. They want to make sure they got their hands everywhere in here. But they're just not thinking straight. Again, if we can sell alcohol and cigarettes, why can't the liquor store or the bar sell marijuana? Interesting thing, by the way, with the legalized pot in Colorado, emergency room visits tripled when they legalized pot. So obviously you're a little clumsy. But, you know, you look at the vices that have gone down now because we want the tax revenue. The numbers racket, that's gone. We have the lottery. We're getting money on that. We should have never privatized that, but we did. Sports betting, that was illegal. We had bookies. Legal now, we're getting money on that. Legal pot, it will be soon. Within the next year, for certain. They'll have legalized pot as soon as everybody gets all the answers to the question. New York City was talking about legalizing prostitution. That's the last of the vices to fall, and it's legal in some parts of the United States. But speaking of sports betting, by the way, the father of legal sports betting in New Jersey, one of my divas, one of our hosts in the Hudson Media Group, array of television shows we produce, is Senator Raymond Lesniak. Now, Ray has been in the Senate for about 30-some-odd years. Now he's big into animal rights, but 15 years, at least 15 years ago, he started the battle, the fight legally, to get legalized sports betting in New Jersey. And he was dogging about it. He was diligent, he stayed on it, and today you have legalized sports betting because of that man, Raymond Lesniak. I'm sure we're showing a picture of him from his TV shows. And he's got a big background in sports, Ray Lesniak. For that matter, he just recently had a book signing. I hope we're showing some footage of that at the Meadowland, where he was signing Beating the Odds, his book that he wrote. It's a bin one, something I would read. Yeah, I can handle that. It's only a few chapters and not many pictures. You can buy this. I think it's on Amazon. Yeah, I think it's Amazon, $14.99. It's a good read. I'm sure it's a good read. I've just browsed through it. All right, we're going to break the commercial. Get Ray dancing around here. You're watching the Toms River Show. I'll be right back.
Rama Jewelers, located in the Lyndhurst Shopping Center at 413 Valley Brook Avenue, Lyndhurst. Come for all your jeweler needs at Rama Jewelers, where you will find a fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and bracelets. Choose from one of our complete sets, our many signature items, or find the perfect engagement ring. Come on down. That's Rama Jewelers at 413 Valley Brook Ave, Lyndhurst. Call 201-939-5784 or visit us online today.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers the quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com. Newport. Live like you want.
We're back. Toms River Show. Pat O'Melia here with my co-host, Ray Lesniak. His book. I'll let his book co-host with me. Oh, Ray's gone. All right. Well, it's not a hard copy. Paperback. Toms River and Seaside Heights. The more we can do to promote Toms River and Seaside Heights, the better we are, especially when we're talking Seaside Heights. Seaside Heights is a magnet. It will draw people from the state who are going to come down Route 37 or Route 35, but mostly you're going to take the Parkway. You're getting off at 82, you're getting on 37, and here we are in Seaside Heights. We need to get 4 to 5 million people a year going back to Seaside Heights. The mayor of Seaside Heights, Tony Boz, is doing all he can, changing the atmosphere from Seaside to Seaside, family, cracking down on the motels, the crazy prom things. Chief Boyd is a cop's cop. He's not going to put up with any aggravation from individuals who are just looking for riffraff. It is a changing town. And the more we can get people to come to Seaside Heights and come down Route 37, the better it is for Toms River. The closer you get to Seaside Heights, you see where the vacancies are. There has been an issue with tourism since Sandy and then the fire. Tony Boz and I will do all I can. And like I said, the more we get traffic coming into Seaside Heights, going through Toms River, the better off we are. People are going to stop. They're going to go to hotels. They're going to get something to Wawa. They're going to look at car lights, whatever it is. They're going to stop at McDonald's. Money will be spent. Money creates jobs. People work. Less chance of crime. It's just a better way of doing things. We need to get going on Seaside Cindy. Seaside Cindy is a creation of my mind. Will be the spokesperson for Seaside Heights. We will put Seaside Cindy in Lucius situations, and all comedic situations. She promotes new businesses, and there's a lot. There's a lot of new stuff on the boardwalk. There's a lot of new businesses in town. For that matter, we should probably do a few of these in May as we get closer to hiatus, just show what's new in town here in Seaside Heights. So if you are thinking, and we'll show some summer rentals, before you make your summer plans, consider Seaside Heights. Even though you're in Toms River, you can tell your friends elsewhere, but take it, overnight in Seaside Heights, come out, just go on a boardwalk, have dinner, go on a ride. Make it a point, come out and have a couple of drinks, whatever the case is, to come to Seaside Heights. The more money we spend here, the better off it is for everyone, Ocean County and the state. Speaking of spending money, the Tills will be singing on April the 26th. That is when Avengers Endgame opens. And Avengers Endgame will break every movie record there is, and we'll do it in short order. I'm going to tell you now, it'll do $250 million domestic from the 26th to the 28th. From that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, this thing is going to be huge. I'm going to tell you, it'll be the quickest movie to $1 billion worldwide. And I'm going to tell you, I think it will do $1 billion within a month. once this gets overseas into China and all, it is going to break every record there is to break. Forget about Star Wars and talking about Star Wars, how much money. Nothing compared to what Avengers Endgame will be. Now, there's all these guys on YouTube, looking at every piece of footage and who's going to survive, who's making the ultimate sacrifice, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to tell you, spoiler alert. If you don't want to know anything, and this, again, is only theory, I have no actual information on this, anybody who's thinking that Captain America and Iron Man are dying, you're kidding yourself. There is no way in hell the House of the Mouse, Disney, is going to kill off its two golden gooses. Because one thing Disney knows is the golden gooses. And those golden gooses are Captain America and Iron Man. These guys are money machines. Captain America and Iron Man led Avenger movies are money-making machines. Mickey Mouse is just printing the money, man. Disney owns Marvel. The MCU is a moneymaker. Now, they had some great, Thor Ragnarok did well, Black Panther did well. They will pair. Captain Marvel did well. They will pale in comparisons to Avengers Endgame. And if anybody thinks we're going to lose Cap and Iron Man, they're kidding themselves. Because there are billions more to make. The mouse is going to keep cranking out that money. Especially now that Disney owns Fox. And when they picked up Fox, they picked up the X-Men. I'm going to tell you now, Hugh Jackman, he's not done being Wolverine. There's going to be some serious money tossed around to get Wolverine. Yeah, the most popular X-Men of them all. Yeah, the rest of them are cool, but Wolverine's the guy. The Fantastic Four. Now, as people are talking about Cap, Chris Evans giving up the shield, well, maybe he goes back to be the Human Torch. I really doubt that, because there is no way we're losing Captain America. I want you to think about this. With the X-Men in the MCU now, and you got the Fantastic Four, and you got Deadpool, and more importantly, you got all their villains that could be a problem for the Avengers, could be the storylines going forward. Now remember, before these guys get into the MCU, they normally take on the Avengers. So yeah, Fantastic Four, the X-Men versus the Avengers, they can stretch out another $10 to $12 billion making Avenger movies left and right and build up the X-Men franchise and a Fantastic Four and make a ton of money. No disrespect. I don't want any problem with the God of Thunder, Thor, or Spider-Man, or the Incredible Hulk. Avengers led by Captain America and Iron Man are billion-dollar franchises. I mean, quick $1 billion. Avengers Endgame, it probably might crack $2 billion when all is said and done. Cap and Iron Man aren't going anywhere. They are the future as they bring in the X-Men and Deadpool and the rest of these guys and Doctor Doom and Octopus, all of them guys. All right, we're out of time. You be good, you be safe. Pay attention to this debate we're talking about. We'll keep you posted on Twitter. You be good, you be safe. Good night.